Okay, so this is the English EOC rap slash jingle. 1607, Jamestown was made. In North America, that's where the first English set got paid. 1754 to 1763, French and Indians fought pettily. Britain versus France, and the British won, relaxed. To pay for the war, the colonists got taxed. 1765, the colonies got stamped. Taxes on paper got people mad in advance. People yelled that they needed representation. Now this started a deep situation. That same year, there was no importation. The people said, yo, remove this paper tax situation. They refused to use or buy British goods, but they didn't stop there. No, they got the British good. 1770, the British shot. 5 people died in Christmas, but the anger did not. Right in Boston, 1773, a moment in history. 342 chests of British tea got thrown into the sea of Boston Harbor. 1775, Lexington and Concord going at it hard in Massachusetts. The shot around the world was heard, but who shot it? Man, I don't know. I was never learned. British got beat. Minutemen were attacking. For once, the colony's peeps weren't lacking. 1777, NYC. Battle of Saratoga. See? America won so good, France was like, pick me. 1781, Yorktown battle went down. Even General Corn surrendered. America ran these towns. 1781 to 1788, the now U.S. gave most power to the states, but no pres or leader, no way to tax, they were little too relaxed. 1783, Treaty of Paris ended British and U.S. rivalry and set borders at Mississippi. The U.S. was so happy with glee. 1787, Constitute Con was held. Fathers of Liberty demanded the Articles be expelled. They made the Constitution and strengthened the rules using their smarts to make the right tools. 1786 to 1787, Massachusetts was having the Shays Rebellion. Farmers were mad, fury, and in the Articles was, well, so weak I can't even tell. 1789, 1797, George was elected like an angel from heaven. 1791, Pennsylvania. Whiskey's rebellion, taxes on alcohol had farmers yelling. They just made their own and sold and trade. George stopped the complaints with troops and the rules he made. 1803, Thomas J. bought the land for 15 mil, doubling the U.S. faster than one person could sign a bill. 1804, 12th Amendment was ratified. President and Vice are elected at the same time. 1812 War in Washington, D.C. U.S. fought British again over trade and the fact British were taking sailors at the sea. British burnt White House down, but the U.S. kept going on for the crown. 1820, Missouri compromised. Missouri was a slave state and Maine was free. Maine, good job for making history. 1815 to 1861, antebellum cotton was booming, but the Civil War was coming, looming. 1861, Fort Sumter. The Civil War first shot was fired, right or not? Right. 1861 to 1865, Civil War between the North and South over slave states and state rights. 1863, Emancipation Proclamation. Abraham said slaves should be forever free, ending slavery. 1865 to 1877, South rebuilding, rights to blacks were back. Late 1800s, Gilded Age. Business is booming. Even children getting paid. And this was 1914 to 1918. World War I in Europe. The U.S. joined the Allies. Even they wanted some. 1920. The 19th Amendment and women's suffrage. In the United States, women needed their place in the voting space. 1929. Stock market crash. NYC, the Great Depression, said hi buddies. Unemployment, poverty, and all that bashed. Did I already say the stock market crashed? 1933 to 1945. The Holocaust in Europe took Jew and disabled lives due to Hitler. 1941, Pearl Harbor was attacked. Japan bombed it. World War II at last. 1946 to 1964. Babies boomed. Way too many pregnant people in the room. 1947 to 1991. The Cold War, which was just U.S. and Soviet flexing some. With bombs in NASA, they were really competing. Democrats and communists were reading. 1954, Kansas got a bit mad, saying, hey, separating blacks in schools isn't fad. 1960s, Vietnam going to war. Stopping communism was on the TV in people's houses and stores. So that's the study for the history EOC. Let's win it. Oh, and here's a picture of me. Thank you.